Okay, hello again. Today's poem was requested by Janet Day, and this was written between kind of two states of poking fun at something and being furious at it. And that something is, or was anyway, Catholicism, as embodied by a nun who taught at my junior school. I say taught. She taught fear and retribution and humiliation. But you get older, and some of the nicest people I know, some of my closest friends, are practicing Catholics, and I've relaxed my view over the years on religion. I don't believe anything really, but there's no reason why we should take against people who do. If anything's tolerance for me. So anyway, lecture over. This is about one particular nun who taught in my junior school, and she was called Sister Mary Finbar. This was St Gabriel's, just on the outskirts of Middlesbrough, and she'll be long dead now. She was of the school of nuns who were just cruel. She would check to see who'd been at church every Monday morning. She'd check to see who'd been at church and who hadn't been at church the previous day. And if you hadn't been at church, you got humiliated. And I saw her one day stand a little boy on a table, and I didn't know. I mean, we were 9-10 years old. The little boy didn't have a dad, or his dad had left. His father was absent anyway. Which back then was you're going back to the late 60s, early 70s. It was quite rare. And she stood him on a table and began hitting his legs with slippers and trying to get the class to laugh at him. Joking. Trying to get the class to laugh at him. And it was a terrible spectacle, because as a kid you know it's wrong, but you don't know what to do. And she was saying things like, you see, this is what happens when there's no father there. All discipline goes to ruin, and then mocking him, and terrible. So this was written really about that kind of memory and about her, and it's from Northern Lights, page 24, if you're interested. So, Sister Finbar, for Janet Day, as I say, this is Hell's Supernun. Too vindictive to be just any figure of fun, a vision of fury was Hell's Supernun. Beating 10-year-olds with shoes, lumps of wood, she'd thrash the parents too if only she could. Unholy church-bound Sundays from yawning dawn till dark, each missing child received a place in her tarred heart. And when those names matched ones she already hated, they'd be splayed and displayed and humiliated. Each dreadful weekday they'd drag their poor skins in, these dirty creatures born from original sin. Mothers kept at bay by a jolly shamrock smile, cheeks flowering roses, tongue made of bile, brain of burning coal, eyes throwing fire, hands forged from iron, fingers twisted wire. No parent would believe what all we children knew. The colour of Catholicism was vivid black and blue.